Hello everybody, welcome to the channel Out of Ammo, Out of Time. I am your host, as always, Krabby Terror 8, and here we are in episode 52 of Season 2 of the Investigator Games with everybody's favourite mystic operator, chosen and cursed, Amina Zidane. Yes, and for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome! What is the Investigator Games? I hear you scream, I hear you ask. Well, it's like the Hunger Games, it's like the Squid Games, it's like some kind of competitive game where we take each investigator in Arkham Horror, the card game, true solo, through a scenario. And in Season 1, that was The Gathering. And in Season 2, it is the Midnight Masks. And we see how they do. And depending on how they do, they end up in a league table like this one. Yes, and we can see everybody in this league table from the very top all the way down to the very bottom. Yes, and we can see here, of course, that still at the top of the table, Leo, Monterey, Roland, Ashcan are the top 4 on the table. Right down the bottom, we have Jim and Calvin. Yes, so we can see the ones at the top have relied more on extra actions, particularly with Leo and Monterey using Leo DeLuca. Very helpful. Roland Banks just has a lot of efficiency, and Ashcan Pete, well, he's just a great solo investigator as well. So there we go. Yes, Amina is here. So, spoiler, she didn't do too well in The Gathering. If you didn't see her performance there, she had a very unlucky ending. She was I won't spoil what happened, but I would probably recommend that you go and have a look at that one first before this. That might be helpful, and indeed all the other investigators who have gone through Season 1 of The Gathering. Now, spoilers, if you are brand new to Arkham Horror, the card game, I would recommend you go and play in real life and check out introductory videos. I'm assuming you know how to play a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. So, and also the other thing is I have done a in-depth strategy video on the Midnight Masks, everything and anything you could possibly want to know about this awesome scenario. Lore, story, gameplay, strategy. Myself and some other content creators have put that together, and I would recommend you have a look at that on my channel as well. So, yes, Amina Zidane, she is the mystic in the Scarlet Keys expansion. And we'll go through her card, and then I will go through what I've changed in terms of her deck. But I won't go through all the cards. If you want to see that, then I would go back to the first video where I step through all of the cards in her starter deck that she's using in the Investigator Games. So, yes, Amina Zidane, Mystic, she is 3/3/3/3/3 on everything across the board, which is kind of good and bad, I suppose. I mean, it means she's very consistent. She's got no lows, but then again, she's got no highs. So, yeah, that's one of the things. However, she's a mystic, so that allows her to do various bits and pieces. But the problem, I think I might have alluded to this in the first episode, is that mystics, you tend to want them to have relatively high willpower, and the reason for that is they use spells that require willpower to actually do the things that other investigators use, things like their intellect or their combat force. So, for example, Sixth Sense, you use it to get clues, you're using willpower rather than intellect, that kind of thing. Now, with Amina, that's not really well, it's not possible, but Amina is sort of just average on willpower. So immediately you can tell that she's going to play a little bit differently to other mystics from that perspective. And that's part of what she has in her deck, which is less about arcane mysticism, a different kind of mysticism, if you like. And she's got a whole lot of cards in her deck that take up hand slots rather than arcane slots to actually achieve that. So her reaction trigger is when you play an asset, reduce its resource cost by 3, and it enters play with 1 doom on it. So it's one of these things where we're playing with doom. That's why she's cursed, I guess. But it allows her to bring out assets relatively cheaply, which is good. But you do end up with doom, which is a bit of a problem in the Midnight Mask because we don't have a lot of space to play with doom, so we've got to be very careful about that. Her elder sign is a +2. You may move all doom from a card at your location to another card at your location. What is it trying to tell me? Yep. If we flip the card over and have a look at the other side, we can see that she takes a standard deck size of 30, takes mystic cards 0 to 5, neutral cards 0 to 5, and charm cards level 0 to 4. She also has the word of woe, the word of weal. We will have a look at that in a second. And deafening silence and 1 random basic weakness as usual. So this is her background. A refugee from French-occupied Algeria, Amina arrived in Arkham with nothing more than she could carry. 6 years later, Amina's sharp mind and technical skill placed her at the switchboard for the Miskatonic Valley Telephone Company. Soon after, she began to catch snippets of something strange while at work, distorted words in an unrecognizable language, out-of-place noises, calls that connected from nowhere at all and dropped almost immediately. As the phantom calls grew in frequency, Amina sought answers. She found the right extension, connected the line, and listened in. Despite not understanding a word of the alien language on the other side, she could tell the eldritch words held real power. There we go. So that's Amina's backstory. Okay, so let's have a look at her deck. So like I said, I'm not going to go through all of them, but we'll just go through her signature cards and what I have changed. She didn't have a lot of XP to deal with because things didn't go too well in the first scenario. And in fact, the Ghoul Priest is in the deck because she didn't manage to defeat the Ghoul Priest. So this is one of her signature cards. It's called Word of Weal. It's a 0-cost event. Fast play when you perform a skill test on an asset with 1 or more doom on it. Add your willpower to your skill value for this test. Then if Word of Woe is in your discard pile, you may shuffle it into your deck. So that's Word of Weal. And then Word of Woe is the other one, which again you can fast play. Place a doom on an asset you control to resolve a action ability on it, ignoring all costs, including its action cost. Then if Word of Weal is in your discard pile, you may shuffle it into your deck. So these 2 cards can keep getting some recursion happening there with these 2 cards if you get them. Her signature weakness is Deafening Silence. Move 1 doom from an asset you control to the current agenda. This may cause the current agenda to advance. If no doom is moved this way, shuffle Deafening Silence back into your deck. And then there's some alien script there. This is one of those ones where, well, first of all, it can keep popping up, but also it could be really bad and it could be really inconsequential. Hard to know. But in the Midnight Mask, you never want more doom, so not great. Now, her weakness, her random weakness, is not good. In fact, I did a video on the most disliked and feared weaknesses in Arkham Horror, the card game, part of a poll that I did on the Facebook page. And dendromorphosis was up there as one of them. And it is a really nasty weakness. Not only is it a nasty weakness, but it's particularly punishing for Amina because she relies on her hand slots quite heavily. You put dendromorphosis into play in your threat area and it cannot leave play while it has no damage on it. It takes up 2 hand slots, which means that whatever you have in your hands gets discarded. take a direct damage, deal a damage to Dendromorphosis. So basically, that's not the direct damage piece is neither here nor there. It's the fact that it takes up the 2 hand slots. You basically lose whatever you have. So pretty nasty weakness if it turns up at the wrong time. You're in the middle of combat, it can really wreck your day. Absolutely. So not, a really nasty, really nasty weakness to get. Yes. Now the other thing is I was only, like I said, I only had 4 XP. So what I did was I took out Eldritch Initiation. The problem with Eldritch Initiation is that it's all about arcane slots. It just didn't feel like a particularly useful card. I took that out, and instead I gave Amina Astral Mirror, which is a 3-cost asset. Now, of course, she can play assets without, and it says for each of your arcane slots that are empty, you have an additional hand slot. Ting, ting, ting. So I thought this was really, so Astral Mirror takes up a body slot, first of all, and that's something we're not using that much. So it's good from that perspective. Secondly, for each of your arcane slots are empty, you get an additional hand slot, and we have a lot of cards in our hand that take up hand slots, right? And indeed, Dendromorphosis only loses 2 hand slots, so that would be very helpful. As you may take an additional action during your turn, which can only use to play an asset into one of your hand slots. So it really feels like it was designed for Amina in mind, actually. Was it in the Scarlet Keys expansion? Yeah, it was. So it feels like it was absolutely created for her. And so that's a great card, I think, to put in so that we have something to help us at least with any problems with Dendromorphosis, but also we can carry many more of these hand slot cards. We've got Hallowed Chalice, we've got Onyx Pentacle, we've got Dowsing Rod, or is it Dowsing Rod? We've got the Ceremonial Sickle, so we can be rocking all of these at the same time. So yeah, I thought that was a pretty good card to put in. I don't know what you think. I don't know if you've tried to play Amina. I don't know that she's a very popular investigator. I haven't seen people really playing her, but could be wrong about that. Anyway, let's close up and shuffle. We are here in Octagon in standard play. Amina is standing by the house. She's waiting patiently to start. I had a chat with Amina in the trailer before we started. Thank you to Miskatonic Trailers, as always. Somewhere you want to go, we've got the trailer. Yo. Yes, that's Miskatonic Trailers for you. Yeah, she was very unhappy with the way things went in the gathering, and I don't blame her. She it was very unlucky what happened to her. So she's not feeling particularly confident. She's just finding that the curses that bedevil her are really having an impact on her ability to move up the table. But she's hoping she can gain some ground from where she is, because she's relatively low on the table at the moment. And we'll see how she goes. So let's just, we're just waiting. The crowds are gathering around Arkham at the moment to watch, and we'll just read through the agenda and the act deck. So Agenda 1A, Predator or Prey. Lita seems convinced of a conspiracy within the city of Arkham. She believes that a secret cult serves the ghouls that live in the crypts beneath the city, and that several of the cult's prominent members are scattered throughout Arkham. As you begin searching for them, you can't shake the feeling that you too are being hunted. Resign, you don't want to risk taking too long, so you head to safety with the information you have gathered. And Predator and uncovering the conspiracy. You have one night to find the members of this cult and unveil their plan. The more members of the cult you can find and interrogate before midnight, the better. Investigators spend 2 clues per investigator as a group to draw the top card of the cultist deck. Find as many unique cultist enemies as you can. Add them to the victory display. There are 6 unique cultist enemies in the victory display. Advance. There we go. Okay, yes, as I said, easy. So standard mode here, and oh, there it goes. There goes the horn. Amina waves to the crowd, looking a little bit sad, I think she is. Waves to the crowd, and we begin episode 52 of season 2 of the Investigator Games. Okay, so what do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Well, yes, we definitely want, let me just shuffle everything up. We definitely want some of our new cards, I think, for extra hand slots. Yes, so we definitely want those. Also, it would be good to get drawn to the flame because I think getting clues might be relatively difficult for Amina. Yeah, so let's see how we go. Let's just draw many. Let's draw our 5 cards. See what 5 cards. See what we get. Okay, what have we got here? We've got rabbit's foot. That's good. We've got the word of weal. We've got the ward of protection. That's always good. We've got the ceremonial sickle, which is good for fighting, and we've got emergency cash. Now, yeah, we can. Yeah, okay. I think the thing is, I'm going to chuck quite a few of these in because I want to make sure we get some good cards too. There's the drawn to 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay. We've got our word of woe. Place a doom on an asset, resolve the action ability, so we can use that, for example, on the ceremonial sickle. Things like that. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So what are we going to do? So I think the first thing we're going to do is I'm actually going to spend 3 because I don't want to put doom out unless we really, really have to. And we'll just bring out the ceremonial sickle. So that allows us to fight using the willpower, or we get +1 fight. So that's like a 4. And we can deal +1 damage. If we defeat an enemy, you can remove the doom that you might have added on. So there you go. That's good. That's 1. I don't think we really need to do any of these. So the next thing I'll do is I will avail myself of the facilities, draw a card, gain a resource. Okay, another ceremonial sickle. I don't think we need 2 of them. Yeah, and then third action, why don't we go ahead and see if we can investigate, although we're a 3 versus a 2. I guess we'll just go ahead and see if we get it. Chaos. Hello? Chaos bag gives us a -4, so we definitely don't. Okay, so that's first. So we played our ceremonial sickle. We availed ourselves of the facilities, and then we didn't get the clue. So next time we'll look to get the clue. Okay, enemy phase, no enemies to speak of. We move into upkeep. We get perception. Okay, that's good. I don't know if we should use it here, but I don't want to end up spending a whole round here, so it might be good to move on. That was a good card to get. Maybe the universe is telling me, use the perception. Use the perception, Luke. Okay, so we will move into the Mythos phase. The first Doom is down. Let's see what the encounter deck has. Hunting Nightgaunt. Wow, right off the bat, we are into enemies, which is good that we have the ceremonial sickle, so we can ceremonial sickle the Hunting Nightgaunt to death. So there we go. All right, let's move into the investigation phase. 3 actions onto Amina. So, yeah. Okay, well, let's have a look here. Ceremonial sickle, you can fight, you can use your willpower, or you can get a combat +1, which will give us a 4 on a 3. Yeah, 4 on a 3, okay. then you can... All right. Okay. Yeah, it's got 4 strength, though. Hey. I'm actually thinking the problem with the ceremonial sickle is that you've got to exhaust it, put a doom on it, and then you can't use it again. So we could do 2 points of damage, but then we've still got to do 2 points of damage. So that feels kind of a bit rubbish, really, doesn't it? So what I might do instead is I might look to evade the Hunting Night Gaunt instead. So we're a 3 versus a 1. See what the Chaos Bag gives us. It gives us a skull, which is 0 because there are no cultist enemies, so that's good. So we evade the Hunting Night Gaunt. That's our first action. Second action, let's try and get this clue, and let's use perception to do that. So we're talking 5 versus 2. For our second action, Chaos Bag. Okay, I guess we move on. I don't want to stay here, so let's move on. Okay, so there we go. That was a kind of a bit of an up and down round. We evaded the Hunting Night Gaunt. We then auto-failed the investigation at the house with our perception, and then we just moved to Rivertown. So hopefully we'll have more success in Rivertown. So let's move into the enemy phase. No enemies to do anything. Upkeep. We get the Hallowed Chalice. The Hallowed Chalice heal damage and things. So that's kind of handy, but we don't really need to heal stuff at the moment. So yeah, I mean, it can be a handy card if you need to do those sorts of things, but we don't. So okay, let's move in to the Mythos phase. The second Doom is down. Let's see what the encounter deck has, and it's got an Acolyte. We need to put this in some empty location with a Doom on it. Okay, let's put a Doom on the Acolyte. Go. Okay. All right. Investigation phase. 3 actions onto Amina. Yes, I think we don't want this Doom hanging around. So do we try and get this clue moved down and then we can kill the Acolyte in 1 hit? Yeah, I'm thinking that's a good idea. So first action, I'm going to do a 1 versus a 3. Investigate. Chaos Bag gives -3. We're not getting good draws, are we? We've had like -4s, -3s, auto fail. Second action, we are going to move down to Southside. Which Southside do we get? Is it Mars Boarding House or the Hysterical? It's Mars Boarding House. Have we got an ally asset? Got the allies? I don't remember. And then we engage the Acolyte, and then our final action, we will use the Ceremonial Sickle. So we will fight. We'll fight with a 4 versus 3, but we will also do an overpower. Now we have to choose one. See, we could choose the first one, but the problem with that is that then we're putting a Doom on it, and we don't need to. So I'm going to choose the second one, even though there's no Doom on it. So we're talking about a 5. No, it's only a 5 versus a 3, so maybe we do actually. Maybe we exhaust the Ceremonial Sickle and we put a Doom on it, because that's what you're supposed to do. So we get a +1 on the skill value. So now we're running at a 3, 5, 6, a 6 on a 3, and we will do the 2 points of damage. Chaos Bag, unbelievable. Amina, you really are cursed. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, another auto fail. Oh boy. So that was a failure. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Oh well, we will forge on. Enemy phase, we take another damage. And I've just realized we only have 5, so we're already up to 2. Ooh. Yeah, we will move into upkeep, and we get Living Link. Yeah, so I forgot to mention with Living Link, we chose willpower for that, so that's what we got. So we can put this in our body slot, remove a charge from Living Link. You get +1 to the chosen skill, so not bad. Okay, so yes, that's the upkeep phase. So we will move into the Mythos phase. And 3 Doom are down. We're not sort of getting very far, are we here? Let's see what the encounter deck has. It's got, oh no, Hunting Shadow. You must either spend a clue or take 2 damage. No, 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 no. Oh my goodness. We are nearly dead, and it's only the beginning of the game. Oh, this might be a very, very short game. Oh my goodness. Okay, poor old Amina. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Do we? I'm trying to remember whether I've got any allies in this deck. I don't think I have. I think this is a non-ally deck, which means we don't really have any soak. But anyway, we will keep forging on into the investigation phase. So 3 actions onto a bit. Oh, we forgot to move. Yes, you're all screaming at we should have moved the Hunting Knight Gaunt to Rivertown. So here we are again. And wow, we've already got 5 Doom, so we better get rid of this Acolyte. So let's go ahead and fight. Yes, put 3 actions on to Amina. So the first action we're going to fight. Let's see. So we are and we will use the Ceremonial Sickle again. So we are fighting at a 4, and we are going to remove the Doom from this because we can't have the Doom, racking up. So that gives us a 4. We can make that a 5 on a 3. Well, that's 2 up, You would think that would be enough. Yes, I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. Okay, so we are a 5 on a 3. I've got that right, haven't we? Fight. You get +1. So we are running at a 5. 4 + 1 is 5 on a 3. We are 2 up. Chaos Bag gives us a cultist. So indeed, we succeed. And the Acolyte dies. That's great. We chose the second one. If an attack defeats an enemy, remove a Doom from Ceremonial Sickle. That's obviously gone, so we've removed all that Doom. And there is no other cultist to put on. This isn't a cultist, so that's good. So things are going our way a little bit more now. But we don't want to get monstered by this Hunting Knight Gaunt now. So we've got 2 actions left. What are we going to do? We could investigate and get this clue. Yes. Yeah, I think we're going to need this now. I just realized you're all screaming at me going, the Hallowed Chalice, the Hallowed Chalice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 3 because I don't want to put any Doom out. I'm going to bring out the Hallowed Chalice. Hallowed Chalice. So that we can heal ourselves. That was our second action. And our third action, I'm going to move to the hospital anyway. Here we go. Heal 3 damage. Well, there you go. We didn't need the Hallowed Chalice after all, but we might need it. So as long as we don't get another, yeah. So, well, anyway, let's see how we go. So that was, we managed to get rid of all our Doom. So that was something. But we're really just spinning our wheels. We're not really getting anywhere here. Enemy phase, the Hunting Knight Gaunt moves down to the south side, keeps following us. We move into upkeep and we get a word of weal. Yep. Okay. Yep. Then we will move into the Mythos phase. 4 Doom are down. Let's see what the encounter deck has. And the encounter deck has Mysterious Chanting. 2 Doom on the nearest cultist enemy. If there are no cultist enemies, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy. Okay, well, we will bring back our friend, Mr. Acolyte, and we will put him, oh, look, You know what? I'm just gonna wear this doom this time. Although I could put it there and kill him. But what are we doing? Because there's 5. Maybe I should put him here. Yes, that's probably a better idea. Yes. Okay. Okay, we move into the investigation. 3 actions onto Amina. Ooh. Oh, no. So we're going to have to do a move, kill, move again. Oh, no. This is bad. Think about this. Okay, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to leave it back here because the problem is the hunting night gaunts here. So if we put the acolyte here, we are relying on everything going right, which if it didn't, we would either be dead from the night gaunt or dead from the acolyte. So no, just too much stuff going on. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to heal 3 damage. That's the first thing. So at least we're in a better place from that perspective. And then I'm going to move up to north side because I can't be trying to fight this night gaunt. Oh boy, this is just terrible. Basically, things are not going well. Oh dear, I don't know that Amina is really cut out for solo play. But anyway, we will keep going. Enemy phase. The night gaunt moves up to Miskatonic University. Upkeep, we get guts. Okay. And then we move into 6 mythos phase. There we go. That flips. And we have the Mars Hunter.
Oh, hello, Amina. Oh, dear. Ceremonial sickle. I've got my cookeries. You are gone. Gone.
Oh, dear. Oh, okay. Let's bring out Agenda 2A. Time is running short. It certainly is. Okay. All right. Let's see what the encounter deck has for us. Okay. If you have no clues, it gains Surge. Well, we don't have any clues. Wings of Darkness. Oh, that's pretty funny. We've been saved by the encounter deck, kind of. Test 4. We are at 3. Yep, 4 versus 3. Let's go ahead and fail this test. Oh yeah, LSI. Please tell me I haven't looked yet. Please tell me we haven't passed. Oh no, I think we have. No. Oh, yeah, we have. Oh my goodness. So +2 means we pass. So we don't actually get to move. Oh, I really wanted to disengage and move to Rivertown, and I thought for sure we were going to fail. We were 1 down. But no, we get the Elder Sign instead, which means that we pass. You may move all doom from a card to another. Okay. Which means we stay where we are. Oh, my goodness. I really thought we would escape then and we would be here and then we could get to the graveyard and get some clues and get some... But no, that's not going to happen. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's move into the investigation phase. 3 actions onto Amina. Oh, it's so bad. It's funny. Let's see what we've got here. So, Mars Hunter. Can we fight the Mars Hunter? We can. Yes, we can. Mars Hunter is a 4, and we could fight the Mars Hunter. Yeah, we can, but the problem is, this is so frustrating with the Ceremonial Sickle, is you have to exhaust it if you want to get the extra things for it. Like, why? It's hard enough to use it as is, but anyway. So we could do 2 points of damage that way, but then we would be left... No. I think we're better off trying to evade. So we're a 3 versus a 2, but we have no way of improving that. So let's go ahead and see if we can evade. Let's take a 3 versus a 2. Chaos Bag gives us a -2, so that is a fail. So we will try again. 3 versus 2. Yes, we succeed. My goodness, there we go. So we succeed.
Where have you gone?
Whoops. Okay. So final action, we will move out of here. It's going to be Benny Hill time. I can see that. So, yeah. Okay, so we managed to evade the Mass Hunter miraculously. So we are now at downtown. So really, we've just got to just kind of manage these 2 enemies and do that as we can. Okay, let's move into the upkeep phase. Oh no, Dendromorphosis. Dendromorphosis hits, so we lose these 2 assets, hand assets. Yes. So, oh my goodness. Oh dear. Okay. Let's move into the Mythos phase. The first Doom is down. Let's see what the encounter deck has. It's got Crypt Chill. Well, we don't want to take damage either, so let's throw in the Guts. That gives us a 5. Yep, let's go ahead and do a 5. A 5 versus a 4. So we're 1 up. Chaos Bag gives us a -1. Yep, so we succeed, thank goodness. So that's good. And we get to draw a card. That's great. We get more of this living link. Okay. So, yeah. Let's move into the investigation phase. 3 actions onto poor old Amina, who's still alive. She's quite the survivor. Let's get take a direct damage and deal a damage. Okay, so let's get rid of Dendromorphosis. So we take a direct damage for that. Right. Okay. What are we going to do? Well, I think first action, I'm going to bring out Living Link so that we're now 4 willpower, and it gets 3 charges. Oh, I see. So it only lasts 3. Wow, it only lasts 3 goes. Okay. Yeah. So we're not going to try and get this this particular thing here. Not really. We don't really got good cards, have we? So let's move to East Town. If I move to East, yeah, I've got to move to East Town because I can't be monstered by. So then that's 1, 2. Ah, so the Hunting Night Gaunt will move there. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, let's do an investigation here. So we're a 2 versus a 3. I don't think we can improve that. Let's see what the Chaos Bag has. Elder Sign. Wow. So we get the clue. Okay. So that's the end of that. So we take these off. Start of your turns. Okay. So we'll move into the enemy phase. So the Hunting Night Gaunt will move this way and the Mass Hunter this way. So this is a bit of a problem. Yes. Okay, and we move into upkeep and get the Rabbit's Foot. Okay. And then we will move into the Mythos phase. Second Doom is down. Let's see what the encounter deck has. It's got a locked door. Attach the location with the most clues. Well, it's going to be one of these 2, so I'll probably put it on downtown. Okay. Alrighty, let's move through to the investigation phase. 3 actions onto Amina. Okay, so what are we going to do here? We've got to try and face down this Hunting Night Gaunt because we don't want to just, we don't want to get pincered. So we're going to have to move in to here. And then see if we can evade 1 versus a 3. Okay, 1 versus a 3. Let's see what the Chaos Bag has. -2, so that fails. because you doubled the negative. So that was a -4. Let's do it again. Elder Sign. Oh, wow, we're getting a lot of Elder Signs now. So, yes, we did evade the Hunting Night God, but unfortunately, we can't move out. So, we will try and do that. We should have removed one of these. We'll try and do that next time. Okay, enemy phase, nothing happens. Upkeep, Hunting Night Gaunt's back. We get the Dowsing Rod. Investigate. Okay, that would be great. That would have been good to have gotten that at the start, but we didn't. Okay. Let's move into the Mythos Phase 3 Doomer Down. Let's see what the encounter deck has. It's got another Crypt Chill. You are kidding me. Another Crypt Chill. Oh my goodness. So we are now a 4. So that's good. We're a 4. So we're a 4 on a 4. So that's helpful. We can make that a 5 on a 4. Oh, I don't want to use my Drawn to the Flame. Oh, look, if I lose this, then I lose it. 5 on a 4. Let's see what the Chaos Bag has. -3, so we don't succeed. And we, of course, we lose the Living Link. It's not a big deal. Okay, so let's move into the investigation phase. 3 actions on to Amina. First action, let's... Oh, hold on. The Hunting Night Gaunt should have moved here. First action, let's see if we evade. Nope. Second action, let's see if we evade. We got anything to evade with? No, we don't. Yes, another Elder Sign. How many Elder Signs have we drawn? Oh my goodness, this has just been crazy. Elder Signs and auto fails. We've got 1 action left. I think we moved to Miskatonic University. So the good news is that now these guys will be coordinated. So that's something. Okay. Let's move into the enemy phase. The Mars Hunter moves down. Let's move into upkeep. We get another Rabbit's Foot. The universe is trying to tell me I should have brought out the Rabbit's Foot. Should have kept the Rabbit's Foot. I would have drawn a lot more cards. But anyway, let's move into the Mythos phase. 4 of 8. We're really getting nowhere here. Let's see what the encounter deck has. Oh no. Spend a clue or take 2 damage. I'm going to spend the clue because it, yeah. Wow. Okay. Let's move into the investigation phase. 3 actions onto Amina. And I know what I'm going to do here. I am going to use, because why the hell not? I'm going to use the Drawn to the Flame. Draw the top card of the encounter deck. And we get 2. And we get... Mysterious Chanting. Okay, so Mysterious Chanting, 2 doom on the nearest cultist enemy. There we go. So that brings it up to 6. Yeah. But we do get 2 clues there. We discover 2 clues at the location, and we get a victory point, and the crowd goes wild. Wow, we actually got a victory point, so that was worth it. Brilliant, fantastic. Okay. We got something. Okay. What do we do now? We've got 2 actions left. We've got 2 clues. But we don't want to spend the clues here because we don't want to end up with Peter Warren. So I'm going to move up to North Side. And what am I going to do at North Side? I'm going to spend 1 and 2, 3, 4, and bring out the Dowsing Rod. Who knows? We might use it, but I think what I'm going to do is throw in the clues next time and see if we can get a cultist. We might get Devro, which would be perfect. It's, you know, we could be lucky. Enemy phase, the enemies move to here. Upkeep, yep. Emergency cash, don't need that. And then Mythos phase. Oh, I'd forgotten there was a Doom down here. Oh, that's it. And Yes, I missed the fact that we had an acolyte. I thought we'd still had one more turn to go. The bells toll, and yeah, the crowd cheers for poor old Amina, who managed to get one victory point. What a terrible schmozzle of a game that was. So many things went wrong. I really don't think she's set up to be a solo player. We didn't really get the dowsing rod at the beginning, so that made it really hard for us to get clues, but we also just drew really, really bad draws. We got auto fails. We did get some elder signs later, but it was kind of a bit too late then, and we just got a whole lot of things. And then when things could have gone right with the Wings of Darkness, we actually succeeded. So just a whole lot of things went wrong for us. It just was really didn't go well. Poor old Amina. Oh dear. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Now, next time we will be taking Charlie Kane through the Midnight Masks. Yes, Charlie Kane through the Midnight Masks, and we will see how he goes. But until next time, I'm Krabby Terror 8. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.